Welcome back to another episode of the Homegirl Hotline. And this week it's Thanksgivings. So we're going to get into all the nitty gritty of the thanks that we are giving to each other. Let's get into it.
Talk to me, I'll be your homegirl. Maybe need a friend or just somebody to say.
Let's talk about love and affection. You dealing with drugs and infections? Talk to me, you got my attention. Homegirl Hotline. Tell me what's been on your mind. What's up, girl? Homegirl Hotline. Yeah, my man, we'll be alright. Homegirl Hotline.
Hey y'all, Salina here. And this episode has no sponsor. That's right, I need money. So if you want your business advertised here on the Homegirl Hotline, you'll get your very own shout out. And as you see all the time, my sponsorships here are very in-depth, very nice, very delicious. Right at the beginning of the episode, all my EsTitty committee gets to see what you got to sell. And Salina will sell it for you in a very nice way if you just hit me up. So call the Homegirl Hotline at 888-51-HOMEGIRL if you'd like to sponsor an episode of the Homegirl Hotline. And that way I can feed Conchita, because the bitch is hungry. Conchita, how you doing today? You better twerk. You guys, I don't know about you, but I enjoy Thanksgiving. I enjoy the tradition of what Thanksgiving creates amongst a family or a chosen family, right? The like gathering, the cooking, the sitting down, being with one another, and just the gratitude and the idea of what it means to be thankful, right? Because I don't think we're thankful enough in our life. You know, we walk around town feeling like, I don't got this, I don't got that, he don't love me. But it's like, be thankful for what you do have, which is crabs. Ugh. Anyways, so I want to hear what y'all have to say about Thanksgiving time and what that means to you. And I just want to say, you know, speaking on the tradition of Thanksgiving, and let's talk about the history of Thanksgiving. I don't know much, but what I do say, and I think it'd be irresponsible for me to not say, is I'd love to acknowledge the indigenous people who came before us, who created the sacred land we live on today. Thank you to you and your communities and culture. The white man. Boots. All right, Conchita, who's on the hotline today?
Hotline.
What's up, homegirl? This is Travis from NYC, and I hate turkey, so I'm like not all about Thanksgiving. And because I hate turkey, why do I feel pressured into eating all this food? Like, what do I do? Drink cranberry juice? Like, I just don't get it.
Trevor, listen, I get it, baby boy. Now, Trevor doesn't like turkey. He feels pressure having to eat at Thanksgiving. And that is a thing, right? It's like, especially like, you know what always happens to me every Thanksgiving is I just start a new fitness journey and then Thanksgiving comes around and messes it up for me. And it's like, I can't get away from stuffing. Like stuffing is so good. I go to Thanksgiving just to try people's stuffings. Like I love getting stuffed. See, Conchita understands. Like, I love stuffing. It just tastes so good. The bread, the carbs, then mixing in some gravy on top of that and tasting the crunch and the savory and the bread and the... Oh, do you like celery in your stuffing? It's very gringo, right? Yeah, I know, but I like the celery. I like the crunch to it. It's so good. So listen, Trevor, you don't like turkey. You know, once I heard, I don't know if this is true, but I think I read this on an article or something that turkey has a hormone in it or a chemical that makes you sleepy. Like turkey has some chemical in it that when you eat it, it makes you lethargic and tired. And that's why afterwards you eat Thanksgiving dinner, you like want to sit back with your hand in your coochie and just take a nap. You know what I mean? Very Al Bundy. So like, I get not liking turkey. Sometimes turkey be dry, girl. Conchita, do you like turkey? Ay, mija, one time in 78, I decided to make the turkey myself for the first time, see? But I thought I would impress everybody. But I didn't know you have to defrost it first, okay? That little pajarito went into the oven frozen solid. Hours later, I pulled it out, and the thing was still ice cold in the middle. Everyone ended up eating tamales from the freezer instead. And I told them, it was my fusion of Thanksgiving. They bought it. Barely. Ugh, thank God I wasn't born yet. Yes, turkey be dry. I like my turkey wet and juicy. And you know, you talked about having cranberry sauce. I put the cranberry sauce on the turkey, baby. You know what's really good are the leftovers. I think that's the real win of Thanksgiving, is having leftovers for the rest of the week that you make sandwiches out of. You be picking at the turkey, eating the stuffing. And I hate the bitches who take all the stuffing. It's like, leave some for the rest of us, bitch. Like, I know you want to take it home. It's usually me taking all of it home. I just love taking it home. But here's the thing, you know, especially growing up Latino, like in my household, it wasn't just turkey on the Thanksgiving dinner table. It was jamon, it was tamales, it was frijoles, arroz, chicharrones. My grandma, my tias were making frog legs, like lengua. Like, it becomes a whole platter of different things to eat. It's not just mashed potatoes, stuffing, turkey, and gravy. Like, we get very creative when it's time for Thanksgiving in our house. So I don't know, call in and let me know what you have at your Thanksgiving dinner. I always love going to other people's families for Thanksgiving dinner too, because you see, like, speaking to the tradition of Thanksgiving and bringing families together, what is the tradition of the food on the table, right? I always find that so interesting, especially when I'm invited to other people's houses for Thanksgiving, because I've been to some things, ugh, girl, let me tell you. One time my friend Hale had a vegan Thanksgiving dinner. That was the most disgusting thing I've ever had. They had 3 loaves on the table. We had some broccoli as a side dish, some corn, and then 3 bricks. These brick loaves were vegan turkeys. Are you a vegan turkey? Exactly. It's disgusting. You vegans are ruining Thanksgiving, bitch. What are you doing? That is so hateful. I'm getting cancel me. But the vegans are out here making bricks and feeding bricks to children. It is literally so disgusting. My friend fed me this brick. It was a literal shit brick. It was a shit brick with like corn and like fig Newton inside. It was so disgusting. It was so dry. And my friend was sitting there being like, and I was like, where's the meat, bitch? Give me meat. I like meat. Give me meat. I want meat. No offense to you vegans. We like meat in this house. Give us the meat.
Hi, Salina. It's Sid from upstate New York. I really don't want to go to Thanksgiving this year. Actually, my mom and I really don't want to go to Thanksgiving this year. My dad's sister has this terrible husband, and he just is the worst, and I can't stand him. And every time we have Thanksgiving, him and my mom and I get in a fight. So really trying to not go, and I don't really know how to tell my dad that my mom and I don't want to have Thanksgiving with his family. So please help. Bye. Love you.
Juicy. See, this is why I wanted this episode, the family drama. Because, bitch, Thanksgiving brings the worst out of our families. And you know what's even worse, which is so juicy, is the pretending like everything's fine at the family function, right? The tias who come in are like, so shady. Shady, right, Conchita? I know you're that shady bitch, huh? Thanksgiving dinner. Well, thanks, Sid, for calling in. This is a very real situation we confront during the holidays, having to deal with family and family members that we maybe don't get along with, don't have the same viewpoints. It can be very struggling to just sit in that space with these people that you are not messing with, right? So I know many times, like, I've had situations where it's not that I didn't want to go to Thanksgiving dinner with my family, but it's like I was invited to go to a friend's. So I'm like, how do I bring that up to my family? Because I know my mom was very adamant about having Thanksgiving and Christmas together. So whenever I didn't show up for her for those, I knew it was making her feel some sort of way. And that guilt can be very real from a parent, a family member, a cousin, a tia. I sympathize and I understand, but I've had many times where, like, I did not go to family Thanksgiving and I just had to say, hey, you guys, you know what I do, I'll speak from my experience. What I do is I'll say, hey, mom, so like, I'm not going to make it to Thanksgiving this year. I'm going to be going to New York City with my friend who invited me, but I will be there for Christmas. Like I usually like to give a little trade-off. If I'm not gonna go to Thanksgiving, I'll go to Christmas or I'll go to another celebration situation in the same era, time, or I say I'll go to Thanksgiving over here on that night, but I'll come over next week. And like I always try to like supplement it with like I'ma come, don't worry, I'ma come eat your food, don't you trip. So like I always like to give a little some of that, especially if I know that Theo's gonna be at Thanksgiving and I wanna be there with him. I'm not going to that, but I'll come when he's not there. You have to protect yourself at the end of the day because listen, family is important and we love family, but to go into a situation and make yourself uncomfortable amongst people you love and amongst people you probably don't love, that's just causing more stress, more disorder, more unthankfulness. And we want to be giving thanks this year. You feel me? So find where you're giving thanks and let that lead the way. And if it means being like, hey, I have to excuse myself from this family outing this year, you're doing what you need to do to take care of yourself. And that, homegirl, I think is what's most important here. Taking care of yourself. That's something to be thankful for. Speaking of family, there's also chosen family. Friendsgiving is a great solution to not dealing with your family on Thanksgiving. And you know, chosen family, I think these Friendsgivings are the best, almost more beautiful than your family gatherings, to be quite honest. The memories you create, the food everyone brings, like you get to start building your own little tradition outside of your family tradition you've had your entire life. So I always find that so beautiful. I think I have one of my chosen family sisters from season 15 on the line. Conchita?
What's up, Salina? I am a long-time listener, first-time Homegirl Hotline caller. It is me, Robin Fierce. First, congratulations on your podcast, but let's get to the advice. It is the holiday season. Thanksgiving is right here, and all of the hot boys are going to be back in town. What advice would you have for anybody wanting to get stuffed after eating all this stuffing and turkey and all these things? Because, you know, these bottoms out here, they can't be bottoming and doing the job when they have been eating all day. Like, how can we survive? What foods would you suggest to kind of ease the craving of hunger, but make sure that these bottoms are ready for me when it's time? Anyway, happy Thanksgiving, Diva. Bye.
Robin Fierce in the house. Oh my God, sister! Thank you for calling the hotline. You're the first sister from 15 to call me here. Taking note, bitches. All right, homegirl, thank you for calling in. And yes, this is a very serious dilemma on Thanksgiving because usually people go home on Thanksgiving and go back to your hometown, and the first thing you do, bitch, don't even lie, is you open up Grindr, open up Sniffies, and you're looking, there's a whole new feast in town. And usually, for me, in my experience, I'm the hottest one. I'm the fresh meat and I'm hot, sexy meat from LA back in my little hometown. It's sickening, bitch. The Hills Have Eyes come out during Thanksgiving, bitch. The uncles are there too, being on Grindr secretly. It's everything. But there is a dilemma you come across because you're eating all these carbs, and how are you supposed to suck it when it smells like caca underneath the testicles? So I'm bringing in one of my other chosen family members, Tokyo, in the house to teach you how to handle your Thanksgiving bottom needs. Tokyo, what's good, homeboy?
Tokyo here, and listen, this Thanksgiving, a lot of you bitches don't know what y'all gonna cook. I'm here to let you know, bitch, it's okay if you on that September diet to let your hair down. It's Thanksgiving. Neck bones, hog mogs, bitch. I want some collard greens, some cornbread, bitch, and some monkey bread. Eat. And listen, you bottom bitches, listen. You know, I'm really, I care about you bottom bitches, and I want you to keep your neck. So listen, what I'm gonna tell you is from the soul. You need to take extra precautions this season, bitch. Do not rest on your laurels, bitch. Them pills ain't gonna clean your colon, bitch, because them neck bones gonna do something terrible to your esophagus and your intestines. So you bitches better take extra precautions. Your top's gonna thank me later. And listen, it's time to give thanks. This is the holiday to give thanks. What are you grateful for? Who are you grateful for? And how the It's Tokyo, and I've been grateful. Bye.
Thank you, Tokyo.
I am very thankful for that, Tokyo. I would like to stuff.
You see, that's why he's my chosen family. He makes sure I hold my mud and I keep it right and keep it tight. But I do have one story. I remember one time, so I had a little Friendsgiving, right? And my friend David, shout out to David Flores. He's the president of the Itty Bitty EsTitties committee. He's always with me at DragCon, all my little events, taking photos. I love him so much. He was one of my original friends who was there when I got into drag the first time. So David and I were at a Friendsgiving when I was like 23 years old. And we both were looking at each other the whole time because for some reason we were very horny that Friendsgiving. Not for each other, just in general. Again, there's an energy that happens during Thanksgiving time when you're like, people are away or I'm away from home. I'm horny. The horniness starts coming out. I don't know if it's some chemical in the turkey, bitch, but like it just happens, right? And also like, the celebration of Thanksgiving is such a little amount of time. It's like an hour of prep, an hour of eating, and then you just have 22 hours of horniness, right? You're just like sitting there wanting to escape from your family so you can go suck some dick, bitch. Trust me, me and David were feeling this. So Friendsgiving was over and David leaves and David texts me, he's like, what are you doing? And I was like, bitch, I'm horny as And he's like, do you want to go to a bathhouse? And I was like, yes. So we went to the bathhouse on Thanksgiving and bitch, it was busy. The kids were out at the bathhouse. I was like, don't y'all have families, bitch? The orphans were out, bitch, or they ditched their families because we have priorities as gay men, okay? So me and David go to the bathhouse and let me tell you, it was pristine. Ain't nobody dirty. No one ate that big of a meal. It was a real thing. So I'll never forget that. And get this, for the next 2 years, me and David made it a tradition to go to a bathhouse after Thanksgiving dinner every night. And then the pandemic hit and they closed down a lot of the bathhouses in Los Angeles. So we haven't gone a long time, but maybe we'll bring that up again. But you see, that's one of my Friendsgiving traditions that I've created with my friends. We go to the bathhouse after and get it popping. Don't look at me like that, Conchita. And that's why you weren't invited to my Thanksgiving, pendeja. You know what? All this spicy conversation, I think it's time to call our girl, our chismosas on the chismosa corner.
On the chismosa corner. Dame el chisme.
What's up, everybody? This is your homegirl, Mija, coming at you live from the streets. And this Thanksgiving, just remember to be thankful for your damn self, because I'm thankful for me and you guys should be thankful for me too. I always have to remember that it's a gift that I even allow people to gaze upon my beauty and take in all that I give to the world. And you need to take that energy and take it to the Thanksgiving table with your family. Don't let your tia read you on how short your skirt is or how big your hair might be. And if she ever does try to check you, you need to check her back and let her know that her kids are ugly as fuck and that nobody wants to fuck her son and she'll probably never have grandkids. And to really put the cherry on top, let her know that your deal was in one of your homegirls' DMs. And if that doesn't work, just always remember, Donald Trump and Christopher Columbus. Happy Thanksgiving. Once again, this is your homegirl, Mija, coming at you live from the streets. Bye.
I have no comment. Mija, you're crazy, girl. But period. Well, that was our Thanksgiving episode this week, baby. Thank you so much for watching and for listening wherever you're getting this podcast. Make sure you call the hotline at 888-51-HOMEGIRL and tell me how your Thanksgiving went. Was there some family drama? Did you paint someone after Thanksgiving dinner? Call the hotline and let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I'm sending you so much love and be good to yourselves out there this Thanksgiving. It's been a really hectic election year with everything going on. And I'm filming this before we know who won presidency. So let's hope that we're having a very thankful Thanksgiving. Say bye, Conchita. Ay, mija. Always remember, life is like a turkey. You always want to get stuffed. You want to be basted and put somewhere real nice and warm so that you cook, but don't you dare come out dry.
Tell me what's been on your mind. What's up, girl?